bull versus bear segment today, and it's an interesting candidate that we have, Maruti Suzuki, because the analyst who tracks this segment pretty closely only was trying to figure out the bull cases with the kind of numbers that have come in, and the stock has been under pressure. But now he's absolutely convinced, Puneet, that there are bear cases that probably one should be looking at as well, and what the markets are reading.
Well, one definitely, and then extrapolating it is what we're trying to do, essentially, because, stellar set of numbers, order book is strong, brokerages have high target prices, but there is one, chink in the armor, to say the least, and that's the first bear case that, brokerage for Jefferies have actually come out and downgraded the stock to a hold from a buy rating earlier. And largely that's only because of the strong upbeat in terms of the stock price performance in this calendar year. Almost up 49% now is Maruti Suzuki, a nifty 50 stock to say the least. So that's the key one. In terms of something like a Morgan Stanley, they have actually hiked the target prices. CLS has high target prices, so has Nuvama. So there is a considerable bull case being formed, but also a bear case, and probably that's the only key aspect in today's session that we found in terms of the negative output on something like Maruti Suzuki. In terms of demand, CLSA has continued to mention that, and so has the management amplified this, that there's a good demand for the entry-level cars. Also, the export picture is the other one. Stellar growth seen in that market, and has continued to do so. The management now feels that 4 lakh mark will easily be, hopped on essentially in terms of sales versus the overall sales that they do of 22 lakhs in one financial year. So that's the second case. And finally, the third one, in terms of continuing that momentum of what concerns is of Jefferies is actually your market share, because it's down to a 14-year low of 39%. It's something that's been known to the streets, but now the management has highlighted plans over FY30. They want to increase their capacity meaningfully from roughly 40 lakh, from roughly about 40 lakh in terms of units to 75 lakh. And that's largely in terms of launching 8 new SUV models by FY31, recapturing 50% market share as well. So while it's going to be a considerable leap in terms of that, new models in terms of e-Vitara amongst others will lead the growth. So that's largely the bull and bear case today for Maruti Suzuki. We have seen considerable positives as well. But one key aspect highlighted by Jefferies amongst other key factors that have been known, but still they've cut their EPS targets off by 2 to 3% over the next couple of years, and subsequently target price has remained the same in this point of time.
Interesting. Thanks so much for getting us that argument, and you can understand that it is tough to find a bear case, but a bear case exists nonetheless. The stock is down 3.3% at this moment. Siddharth, I want to come to you about what you made of the arguments that were made on both sides for a Maruti Suzuki, and whether this would be one of the stocks that you would prefer, or would it be something like a Mahindra and Mahindra, which incidentally has not posted its numbers yet for the second quarter. But the update that it came through on the festive sales was tremendous, both on PVs as well as on tractors.
So definitely, Alex, I think for some time now, Mahindra & Mahindra has been our top pick for quite some time, and the company has outperformed. But I think one big change that has happened recently is the GST rate cut, which has revived the small car demand, where Maruti stands to gain a lot, and that coupled with some of the newer launches, the e-Vitara. So a lot of these EVs which was missing in the pack for Maruti, that has started rolling out. The new Vitaras, that is also helping drive market share gain. So I think from here on, yes, there is some profit booking today, but we believe that 17-18% earnings CAGR over the next 2-3 years, driven by strong demand in domestic as well as a big case for exports out of India. That looks pretty strong for Maruti, and hence we are very bullish on Maruti. We have a target price of 18,700, almost 15-16% upside from current odd levels.